Right, so we're now down on the awning side, so we'll go through all the stuff in here. So you get a full-size tunnel boot. So with these ones, they're nice and easy to operate. It's just a matter of pushing it up, turn it 180, both of those ones. Always make sure you lower it down gently. They do have little aluminium hinges. If you let them slam, they can break over time, wear and tear. And then you've got to pull this whole surround out to get them out. So look after them and you won't have any dramas. So full galvanised box all the way through. It does have a work light on each side of it. This is just a little push button light so you can see what's happening in there. You get yourself a jack, wheel brace, support leg winder, and of course you get the air up kit, which is your gauge and the hose for your airbag systems, pump up your tyres, etc. And then of course we then get an awning puller and all that sort of gears in there. Now when you're putting them away, it's nice and simple, nothing really difficult about it, except I've left the bloody winder in there, so let's grab that one out. The support legs. So they come with this one here, which is your winder, so the old crank handle style one. You can use a cordless drill. Make sure it's got the ratchet in it. It uses a 19mm socket. Do not use an impact driver. They're aluminium cogs, and if you overpower them, you'll blow them to pieces. So cordless drill or the hand winder itself. So using them down, now they're only designed to support the van, not level or jacket. So grab the leg, pull the lever, lower them down. Now, most people put them straight up and down. Little thing I've learned over the years is they move. I've got airbags, so you get a little bit more movement in the van. So we want to make it a bit more stable. We can take it out to that front click, wind them down. Same with that at the back, a lot more stable van. So putting them away is everything in reverse. Grab the leg, pull the lever, give it a swing up, give it a wiggle to make sure that both those pins have locked back in again. Down here we've got a gas bayonet. So this is where you can attach a gas appliance to a caravan's gas systems. Under the regulations, you've got to make sure that that appliance has a flame out built into it, which means if it blows out at the appliance, it shuts it off at the appliance. We don't want it coming back up into the van and catching it on fire. So check with the manufacturer of that product. You've got the Webbers, the Ziggies, stainless steel ones. There's a whole heap of different ones out on the market. So make sure you check that it's got a flame out built into them. Some of them are built in, some of them are 12-volt retrofit. So check out with your local retailer on that one, but make sure it's got that flame out. So then we move on to our awning. I'll do that in a separate video. So let's take a little bit of our entry doors. So these are the new ones from Aussie Traveller. They're really quite a good door. They actually have a two-way process for locking it. So you've got to lock the handle as well as the key on these ones. They do have a direction for C and O, for close and open. So the handles are opposite to the key direction. So pay attention to that one. You've got a little clip. Use that to tie back with when we're opening it. So to close it from the outside, our closed position, so we turn the handle that way. Make sure it has gone all the way up, that it can't go any further. That way that mechanism is locked. Then we use our key in, turn it about a quarter of a turn, back to the center, pulling back out again. Always make sure we check it because we don't want this door flying open while we're driving along. So make sure it's locked properly. Unlocking it, key back in, back to the O, back to the center, opposite direction to unlock it. The reason for that is we've actually got these deadlocks here. So when I lock that door, they drop down and drop into a bracket that's over this side that's tapered. So it actually pulls this door in against the seals. You've got rubber seal internally and an external one on the door. So really well dust proof for the dirt roads. Now internal latch system is you've got your normal handle. So now to lock it again, we lift that one up. So lift that one up, turn this nib, door's locked inside and out. Unlocking it, turn this nib. Now, separating the two doors, you've got a security screen door and the outer skin. So separating them, just push that lever across. They both come apart. You've got your tie back. You can then hook onto there. Now these doors, security screen mesh on this side and midgie proof on this one. So great doors, keep out all the bugs. The new ones also have this nice concertina window blind. So you don't get that window, you don't have a bit of privacy. So it just pops back up and down, nice and easy. As I said, great doors. Unhook them. Now when you bring them back together again, we've got two pins that they lock in with. So always make sure that you squeeze both that bottom and top positions. That way we're locked in, we're back on one door again. Right, and we can close our door, lock him off, key him in, and away you go. But don't forget, always double check to make sure that doesn't pop open. If I haven't locked this properly, it will pop open when we drive along. We don't want to lose that door. So lock it, key lock it, happy days. Now with our entry light and step, so light we've got up the top here, we've got a blue one, a white one here, and a white one down the bottom. So using them, it is a little blue one underneath there, but the white one and the step light. So it's just a matter of rolling through that switch. Steps, just a matter of pulling it out, push it down, and away it goes. Putting it back in, just reverse, push them in and out. Now, they do have bushes in between here. They get a bit of dirt in them. They can become hard to use. So if you're going to use anything, only use a silicone spray out here. Otherwise, you can make the dirt stick to it even more and make it worse. So nice and serviceable. This is the latest LC Customs entertainment cabinet. So these ones have got the wire cables. So if you want to, you can actually disconnect those ones and lay it down. Or have it as a table. So you've got your entertainment unit. So we have the Fusion head unit from Garmin. We've also got the USBs, which are a slide around cover on them. They've got the B and the C, 240 outlets, your marine grade speakers, and your standard smart TV. And you've also got your air up controls from Cruise Master. We're just going to run through the head unit. So these ones are marine grades, they're the Garmin unit, so hence why it has a silicone cover. So nice and simple units. You've also got one inside as well as one out here. This one knob here is your volume control, so it's just a matter of pushing that knob and you'll see you've got inside and outside speakers. So if I tap on that one, I can raise both. Tap on it again, I can just do the outside. I tap on it again, I just do my inside one. So you've got control over where you want to have that music playing. Our options wise, so we can go into here and we've got AM, FM auxiliary one, which is a USB port right next to the main head unit, and Bluetooth for your phone, etc. You've got the skips and scans, so you can go through and find your different stations and tune in your songs, all that sort of stuff, you play and pause. All nice and easy. You've got presets up the top here, so preset stations or settings itself. So nice and easy to use. It's got your power on and off, but also a mute button. So nice and handy to use. And again, all marine grade, so hopefully you won't get rid of that deep. So the system's now got the full pressure, so all we have to do is turn off the compressor. We're level at our height, and away we go. So this is your ride height tag that's on the chassis rail. So all we need to do is raise and lower that to get that little line that's on there to line up with the top of the tyres. Nice and simple. So you've got one on each side, so just marrying up one of each one, and away you go. So they come with the Kojak 4.5 ton hydraulic jack. It has a number of different options for securing it to the van. This one in particular locks into this one, so it's got a groove on the top of that post, and that slides onto that, which gives it a nice secure connection to the van, so you can jack it up and change both your tyres. And it's got one on the other side as well. Now, when you're jacking it, please make sure that you have it still on a vehicle or a jack stand. Don't use the jockey wheel, as it has not the capability to take side load. So when I jack this one up, all the weight goes down on the jockey wheel and they can be bent. So make sure you have it attached to the vehicle. It's going to be nice and secure. Locked onto this tag, nice and secure. Jack it up and change both your tyres. Now, it's not recommended for using it for service work or any other repair work. So just for changing your tyres. Just a side note on these particular rims. No, these big ones aren't your wheel nuts. In under this cap here, which is only attached with a couple of Allen keys. So it doesn't matter taking off that cap, which will reveal the wheel nuts, so then you can change your tyres. A little access panel. This gives us access to in behind the tapware that's in the shower, so that we can do any plumbing work or any other